Bank notification. That was Caesar and DJ Maporisa, featuring the one, the only, Madumane. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We are here. We are finally here. It's the second installment of the Barbershow. You know, the hottest show in the morning, the hottest breakfast show in the morning. We are here. We made it through another week. It's been a crazy week, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a crazy week, and when I say crazy week, I mean super crazy week. But we're going to talk all about it. I have a jam-packed show for you guys today. Interactive show, interesting show as usual. We want to hear what you guys think as the listeners. I am your host, the original Tony G, and you are listening to the Barber Show on BMH Radio.
The local station you love.
You are still tuned in to the Barber Show on BMH Radio. So, people have been telling me that, Tony, we heard last week that, you had a show. It was a great show. We loved the show, but it was not informative. Where are the news, my guy? Where are the news? And I was like, you want the news? Come on, man. So I have to give the people what they want. So I promised them news. I am going to give them the news that I promised. So I'm bringing a new segment to you guys this morning. It's called the Bulletin Breakdown, brought to you courtesy of IOL. So on the Bulletin Breakdown, I am going to be choosing three news bulletins that really caught my eye, and then I am just going to break them down, give facts about them, give opinions about them, and yeah, it's the Bulletin Breakdown on BMH Radio. The first story that, really caught my eye was the one by the government. They're saying that government raises minimum wage by 8.5% from 25 rands 23 cents to 27 rands and 58 cents per hour. And this change will take effect on the 1st of March 2024. So this means that if the lowest paid workers worked 8 hours a day and 20 days a week, the new minimum wage would effectively take earnings to around 4,000 rand, 412 rand and 80 cents. So this change was made mainly to, because your domestic workers and farm workers, they really don't get paid enough. So when they don't get paid enough like that, government decided to step in and, just increase the minimum wage by a bit. But however, the EPWP workers who are employed by the government would earn around 15 rands and 16 cents per hour. So your minimum wage earners, like in that bracket, you would categorically put your farm workers, your domestic workers. They're going to be earning at least 4,412 rands and 80 cents. So the EPWP workers, if you don't know who the EPWP workers are, then man. So they would earn around 2,425 rands and 6 cents per month. And according to Stats South Africa is expected to register the highest unemployment rate in Africa in 2024, with around 30% of the country's labor force being unemployed. So, which goes back to what I was saying last week. Go vote, guys. These numbers are not pretty. Like 30% of people who are supposed to be working are unemployed. And in that 30%, you find graduates with certificates, graduates with PhDs, with honors, with master's degrees and all of that. But they still cannot find work. And you are telling me that you don't care about voting. I don't care whether you're working, whether you're not working. Go vote. Go vote, ladies and gentlemen. And In our second story, a police officer is sentenced to 3 years in jail for taking a 650 bribe. 650, guys. A whole 650. A man decided to sacrifice his life for 650. So, a Bloemfontein policeman, warrant officer Chris Cassius Caster, had contracted Aubry Levesani. So Aubry Levesani is the person who obviously gave him the bribe, and told him that he had a warrant for his arrest and asked for a meeting in order to assist him with the warrant. So the meeting took place at a KFC near Park Road police station, close to where Caster was stationed. First of all, how do you plan a crime close to a police station? You are a policeman and you work in that police station. This is just screaming, come get me. Like, this is literally screaming, come get me. So, after the payments were, the meeting took place at KFC, and the police officer demanded way more than 650. Mara Aubry was like, my man, this is the only money I have. So they ended up settling on 650, 500, which was cash paid on the spot, and then Aubry transferred 150 further. But that is not the end of the story, because there's a twist in the story. So after the payments were done, Aubry thought about it and was like, nah, man, I cannot be robbed like this. So Aubry decided to go to IPID, the Independent Police Investigation Directorate, to go and open a case against Chris Caster. So Chris has been arrested, sentenced to 3 years for 650. Imagine you're not only losing your job, but you're also using your life for 650. A mere 650. And the last story of the day, a dentist who examined one of the men accused of killing former Bafana Bafana goalkeeper had testified that there were no signs of assault or that cosmetic work was ever done on one of the suspects. The suspect, who is Bongani Ntanzi, was arrested on June 16, 2020, and he claimed that he was allegedly assaulted on June 19, 2020, so that is 3 days after his assault, to confess and sign off on a confession statement that, yes, I killed Senzo. Who killed Senzo? Because now Bongani Ntanzi is saying, I did not kill Senzo. I'm sure even now the killers of Senzo are confused, because they have gotten away with it for so long. Even they are confused. So the dentist examined Ntanzi 3 days before the alleged assault and further claimed that he did not have any choking marks or any signs of trauma. The police then took Ntanzi to the dentist to check if he had a gold tooth removed from one of his teeth, because as the shooters were identified, there are 5 suspects. So one of the intruders who went into the Meyiwa house and gunned down Senzo that night, R.I.P. Senzo, man. Apparently one of the suspects had a gold tooth. So Ntanzi didn't have a gold tooth. Mara, the police had a hunch. So the police decided, okay, since you saying this and we suspect you, let's take you to the dentist. And it is not definitive that he had a gold tooth or that he did not have a gold tooth. Seems like everything about this case is so indefinitive. It is so indefinitive, and the case has been going on since 2014. It has been 10 years since Senzo was gunned down. Still, his killer is not identified. We have a bunch of suspects. We have conspiracy theories. We have Kelly Kumalo, who was Senzo's wife at the time, being linked to one of the shooters. We have all these conspiracy theories thrown around, but we still have not identified the shooter. It says something about the justice system of South Africa. It is a shame. It is a big, big shame that a big star like Senzo Meyiwa, captain of the whole national team. Senzo had a bright future ahead of him. At the time when he was gunned down, he was hands down the best goalkeeper in the country. I know Itumeleng Kuna was probably, most of the people's favorite. But Senzo was hands down the best goalkeeper in the country. For a man of that stature to be shot down like that in front of witnesses by multiple alleged criminals, and still 10 years later the case has not been resolved. The justice system of South Africa should look at itself and be ashamed. They should be very, very ashamed. It just shows Uguti, it doesn't matter how important you are. You can be the president of the whole goddamn country. They can kill you right now. Nothing is gonna happen. So the justice system needs to look at itself, man. It needs to look at itself. So yeah, that has been it from the Bulletin Breakdown on BMH Radio.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy MT. You're not tuned in to BMH Radio. Keep it locked. Yeah.
Hey, one girl is not enough for Keenan, aka and Kid Dominant. It just went 16 minutes after the 8th hour of the day. You're still tuned into the Barbershow with me, the original Tony G, on BMH Radio. R.I.P. Keenan, man. R.I.P. Keenan. Every chance I get to say R.I.P. Keenan, best believe I'm gonna grab it with both hands, because AKA was a legend. And before the break, if you just joined us, I was doing a story about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, which is still going on for it's gonna go on until I probably pass on, and then my grandchildren pass on, and then everybody passes on, because clearly seems like Senzo's murders are gonna get away with it. So clearly AKA's murders are gonna get away with it. Clearly somebody's murderers are gonna get away with it. The fact that you can kill somebody in South Africa, which has a democracy and a law, and get away with it scot-free, speaks volumes about the state of the country and where we are as a country. Our justice system has failed us. The criminal law, the police law, everything is failing us. So what do you, as the lawmakers, as the government, expect us to do when you keep failing us over and over and over again? If a crime happens now, or if I witness a crime, I won't even be pushed to report the crime or feel the need to report the crime, because I know I'm going to snitch on somebody, and that somebody's going to be out walking the streets tomorrow, and guess what? They're going to kill me too. So clearly, justice system, I still say you need to look at yourself. You need to look at yourself. And speaking of criminals and crime, hey, like I said, it's been a hectic week. It has been a hectic week. So I was with a friend of mine yesterday, and I'm like, hey, my man, my dog, my main man. And the friend of mine, like, Agasabi next. Like, he is one person I can trust, that this man is not afraid of anything. So, and I let you on Thursday. So, I let you Thursday, we le kabo ma 5, so, like, late a bit late. So, the boy kyo lawyer Josie, ona mechi taxi, anatabe magari taxi ona ke hotel. Mare, hey, we broke, man. 50% of the youth is unemployed, 30% of the country overall is unemployed. We broke. We don't have a choice. Maria, back to the story. Ona mechi taxi, oya ko MTN. Afula ko MTN, he needs to get to Bri to go to the other side. Go Soweto. Naya Soweto, like Woods. So Soweto, there are no taxis to Soweto from this side of Joburg, which is Tembisa. So you need to take a taxi to Joburg, then to Soweto. And the tricky part, Tembisa doesn't have taxi straightly to Bri, so you need to go through MTN. So kyo na mechi taxi, where MTN, no mana to kenchedi headset, everything. Kyo ma, I think 6:30, because it's summer, so 6:30 you are wanalanyana. He gets to MTN at 6:30. So when he gets to MTN, he decides. Like, he decides, he's in his right mind, and he just takes a decision, which, no, I'm going to work to Bri. I'm going to work all over Joburg, through Joburg to Bri at 6:30. I mean, like, mind you, Sundowners is nearing. Like, it's almost Sundowners. So Kyo follow takes a straight path to Bri. Mara, 2 minutes into his journey, like, he gets to a corner in Joburg. It doesn't matter which corner it is. Every corner in Joburg is dangerous. For those of you who think it, which corner is this? Every corner in Joburg is dangerous. So he gets to a corner where he sees boys sitting there at the corner. So Magati, the two boys Basuga, it was 5 boys. 2 boys Basuga, and then they get into the same way that he was going. Like Bebamili. So yeah, now when he approaches Nabu Bayama, Bahamba, they're going in the same direction. Bahamba Pamgwa. So, okay, he doesn't think a lot of it. And I was like, that was the first red flag. He doesn't think a lot of it. So Magati, he checks behind him. There's another 3 boys there. So all those 5 boys have circled him now. And then they keep her a knife, and then they're like, Ndot, let's phone, bring everything you have. Bring everything you have. Mind you, it's 6:30. It's Sundowners. It's Joburg. Nobody cares in Joburg. You can get killed in Joburg. They're just gonna watch you and pass you by. So he got robbed. They took his phone. They took his money, and then boom, boom, boom. There's no more Soweto now. Now he had to look crazy and go back to the taxi rank, ask for phones so he can make calls, make a plan to go home, because you're not going to sleep at Joburg. And the Joburg people are just not going to give you, like, imagine when I go Joburg and then somebody comes, hey, please borrow me your phone and everything. The first thing you're thinking is a scam. You're not going to give them that. So I was like Joburg is Joburg is the pits, man. Joburg is the pits. I know you can get everywhere in South Africa, but Joburg is the pits. Joburg, you get robbed in front of everybody who is watching in J. It's like we're living a movie. We're living a movie and nobody's gonna do nothing. Nobody's gonna do nothing. So I wanna hear from you guys if you have ever been robbed in your life. If you have ever been robbed, where were you robbed? Because if it's Joburg, then welcome to the club with my friend. I haven't been robbed in Joburg. Nobody robbed me. Like, I look like, Skatagata, the man. Nobody can rob me. But if you have ever been robbed, where were you robbed and what did they take? What did they take? This man, they took his phone. I think it was an iPhone 8 or something. They took his phone. They took his wallet. It had maybe 250. They took bank cards and everything. Like, I'm just glad they didn't clean him out. Because these days, if you get smart criminals, they actually take your cards. They make you open your bank app. They just clean you out. So as much as this was a bad thing, it wasn't all bad, man. It could have been worse. So send us a voice note on 072 313 1401. That's 072 313 1401. Have you ever been robbed? If so, where have you been robbed and what did they take? It's 22 minutes after the 8th hour of the day. You still tuned in to the Barbershow on BMH Radio.
Home of great music. The local station you love.
Hey, it's a robbery. That was AKA Benna Boy, Dallas, and JR with All Eyes on Me. It just went 28 minutes after the 8th hour of the day. You still tune into the Barber Show here on BMH Radio with me, the original Tony G. Speaking of robberies, you'd swear AKA and Benna Boy were listening to us. Cause if you just joined us, earlier we were talking about, a friend of mine that got robbed in Joburg. He was walking in Joburg. Like, Nyambuzo Uti, my dog. Where do you even get the nerve and the audacity to just be like, okay, I'm gonna walk through Joburg at sundowners? You can't walk through Joburg in the morning. You can't walk through Joburg at night. When you just chose the sundowners and you're like, yes, I'm just gonna walk through Joburg. So, my boy was robbed. They took out a knife on him, knife point. At least it was not gunpoint. Knife point, and they took his phone, they took his cash, his cards, his everything. So I'm asking you to send some voice notes and tell us if you have ever been robbed. We want to hear your story, Uguti. If you have ever been robbed, where were you robbed and what did they take? So let's play some of your voice notes.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? It's I, Stevie J. So, man, I remember, when was it? I think 3 years ago. Yeah, I got robbed, man. It was a house break-in. Well, the people were after money because someone tipped them off, telling them that there's money at my place. So what happened was, like, my dad got shot. Well, they wanted to take everything, money, phones. However, my dad tried to fight them. There were 3 people, and me, my room was outside, so I couldn't, like, step outside because one of the niggas was, like, at my door. I had to step outside. Like, he shot the gun up, like, pa! And he told me that if you wanna die, step outside. And I couldn't step outside. However, my dad was inside the house trying to fight them, but nah. Two niggas with guns, yo, it was traumatizing. So he ended up getting shot in the leg, but fortunately he didn't get that much hurt, but he stayed like a week at hospital. So yeah, that's my experience with getting robbed, dog.
Yo. That is tough, man. Hopefully, your father managed to, heal and everything. Didn't have any traumas, didn't have any disabilities. Because this thing, it can scar you. Like, it can give you a scar, a life scar. Like you're saying, 3 years ago. I'm not sure how old you were 3 years ago. Mare, the fact that you still remember it from point blank range, because you saw a gun, you had a gun being fired. That thing is not fun. Like, you see guns being fired in the movies and you're like, yeah. Like, experiencing a gun being held at gunpoint, it is not fun. It is not a fun experience. And like I said, I hope your dad is okay. I hope you are okay. I hope everybody's okay. And then next time when they come to rob you guys, like, your life is more important. I know money is also important, but money is nothing without you. You are something without money. Like, that is it. You are going to die and leave the money. If the money, give them the money, you can still make more money. When you are born broke. You are born with no money. Mara, you have the ability to make money. And the fact that you made money should tell you that when they come, just give them the money. You'll make more money. You have made this money so far. So you'll definitely make more money. Let's play another one.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up?
That's the same one. This man got robbed so much, even playing his voice note 2 times.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up?
Nah, story is quite funny. So I have been robbed before. So I was walking with my brother and we were going to school village to fetch our stationery.
Okay.
So it's around my hood, Brakpan.
Yeah.
So on our way there, Valley, we met this guy, and then this guy, we were with petty tablets, so we were walking Valley, going to school, and then he tried his luck Valley to rob us. Mfana. Was and then he ended up taking the tablet. But when we tried chasing him, we couldn't even get him. Sad story, but yeah.
That is a sad story. And I'm so sorry that it happened to you. But I am against this. Don't chase the person. You don't know. Like you just said, he had a knife with him. What do you have when Mom Kijimis? Zofiga uthini, because you're gonna get there. He's gonna take out his knife. What are you taking out? Your hands? And hands versus knife. Knife wins 7 days a week. Trust me. Hands have no chance against knife. So, dude, just if it happens, like, it's sad how we have let this become a reality. And I wanna say we should just accept Uguti, I'm getting robbed, and don't try to fight it. We are not supposed to be like that. But unfortunately, we have come to the point as a country we have some of the worst crime rates in the world. We are top 20. We are top 20 in crime. SA has crazy crime. So these people know that nothing is going to happen to them. Nothing is going to happen to them. So don't risk your life for valuables. As much as they are valuable, there is only one thing in your life that is more valuable than any valuable you can ever have, and that is your life.
Unfortunately, I have been robbed before. This was back in 2015, I think. I was in grade 9 on my way back home.
Being robbed leaves a trauma on someone. Imagine you still remember yourself being robbed in 2015. That is 9 years ago. Yo.
With a friend, just as we were about to turn by the corner, I could literally see where my house was. Just as we were about to turn by the corner, these 3 men approach us. One of them comes to me. He had a knife with him. Asked for my phone. I refused. Just after refusing, he walks closer to me, wraps his arm around my shoulder with a knife in the very same hand, and threatens to stab me with the knife should I refuse again to give him my cell phone. So I give in, and then
You have to.
with my friend, they took his cell phone, his ice lolly that he was eating, it was literally in his mouth, and they also took his transport money. Yeah. One of the most traumatic things I've ever faced in my life.
I thought there was honor amongst thieves. What happened? Or honor amongst thieves and people were being robbed. Like, you're already taking my money. You taking my phone. Onkela le ice pop yaka that's in my mouth, dog. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So something has to be done. I don't know what could be done. Like, one thing we can do, like, this is a message I'm going to reiterate for the rest of the show, for the rest of the upcoming shows until the election. Please go vote. If you have registered to vote, please go vote. Because you might not have been robbed so far, but you don't know when you're going to be robbed. You don't know when you're going to be robbed. And if you don't vote, if you don't take a change, if you don't put the right people in place, trust me, your day is coming. You can be in a gated community. Oh, newsflash, they rob you everywhere, even in your gated communities. They don't care, Uguti, whether you're in Sanding Hill, whether you're in Senzo, which is where we are, Boston Media House Radios. It is Media Open Day. It is open day. If you want to come register at Boston Media House, the best media college in the country. But yeah, back to my thing. Whether you are in Centurion, whether you are in Ilovo, it does not matter. You can get robbed anywhere. Go vote, please. I'm tired of saying please. I'm actually ordering you guys to go vote. If you're not voting, stop listening to my show. I don't give a... Okay, let me calm down. If you are not voting, please stop listening to my show. Because I cannot have non-voters listening to my show. Basically, please go vote, ladies and gentlemen. Please go vote. It is 23 minutes before 9. You still tuned into the Barbershow on BMH Radio. You know what's up? Hey, that was Safer and Musa Keys with Itubalam. It is 18 minutes before 9. You still tuned into the Baba Show on BMH Radio. Not Yet to Huru. That was a nice song, man. I really, really like that song. I normally don't just, blast my piano like that when I'm in my spare time. That sounds like a joint I can, blast because I like the message. Tina Sofelempini, as we need to. We need to die on the battlefield. We should not give in. We should never, never, ever give in. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if Gautena, hey man, Askis, go find another show. Mara, please go vote. Please go vote. Okay, I promise that is the last time I say it today. Mara, please, let's register to vote. Another thing that caught my my eye this week, it was social media. Social media is another pandemic that we're dealing with. Even after COVID-19, we're still dealing with a pandemic called social media. So Meta chief executive, if you don't know Meta, it's a company that owns your Facebook and the metaverse and everything. So Meta chief executive Mark Zuckerberg, alongside CEO of TikTok, Twitter, which is now known as X, formerly known as Twitter. And I get so pissed when people say nobody calls Twitter X. We call Twitter X. Just because you don't call it Twitter, it doesn't mean everybody doesn't call it Twitter. So Meta chief executive Mark Zuckerberg and the CEO of those companies they went in front of the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee this past Wednesday, to testify at a time when lawmakers and parents were growing increasingly concerned about the effects of digital platforms on the lives of young people. So Mark and the CEOs were basically at a hearing. They held a whole hearing for them. The hearing was about how social media companies, your Twitters, your TikToks, your Facebook, your Instagram, have not done enough to curb the damage like their platforms do to the mental health of children and teenagers. Because these things, they play a huge role into our own self-affirmations. Like, you get so much affirmation from the praise or anything that is being said about you on social media that affirms who you are. And the content that you see also affects you. Like, if you see your age mates, everything, doing things now you also want to do. Or actually, I want to talk about people's imperfections. Your imperfections make you who you are. That is why we are so unique as human beings in this earth. That is why we are so different. It is because of our imperfections. Nobody's perfect. Some people's imperfections, you cannot see them. So even these people, I'm gonna give an example about slay queens. Like the slay queen, postang, makeup, everything looks perfect. Like, they are portraying their idea of an ideal life. And there's so many of them portraying that idea of an ideal life being like that ends up influencing a young kid who does not have that life as an ideal life initially. And then now the thing ends up shifting because that is all you see on your timeline. That is all the algorithm brings you. You can like one picture. But unfortunately, the algorithm is going to think that you like all the pictures like this, and that gets swamped on your timeline. Even things like bullying, it just ends up creating so much negativity in one's life that you end up feeling not confident. Like the Senate that was held, parents of children who were actually bullied online, children who had no confidence and committed suicide online, they were testifying that all this happened because of, not all because of social media, but social media played a huge role. So my question is, what are we doing as a society? What are we doing as parents, as brothers, as sisters to curb this pandemic of social media causing people to mentally, down? People just mentally break down. People end up committing suicides. People end up doing drugs. People end up acting out of character because of things they see on social media. So I am glad that the US Senate is at least calling the powers that be to question, to ask them, Uguti, what are you doing to make sure that this kid who is not supposed to see this, Mara is seeing it? What are you doing to curb that? What are you doing to protect kids from social media predators? Because kids are on social media and there are predators on social media. What are you doing to curb that? Like, what are you doing? So I also want us as parents, as kids, as brothers and sisters to call us into question. Uguti, what are we doing to make sure that our kids are not affected by this? A kid under the age of 5 years old should not be on TikTok. I don't care what people say. TikTok, hey, they like TikTok, they like crying. A kid under the age of 5 should not be on TikTok. Like, wana wirang TikTok. What is the kid doing on TikTok? Because let's say one negative thing on TikTok, because TikTok, hey, they have kids videos and everything. Not everything on TikTok is for kids. And when a kid, 5-year-old kid, does not have a TikTok, obviously when you give him or her your phone, the algorithm is tailored to you. Unless if we're not every time we look at TikTok, you are watching kids content, then that kid is definitely going to see kids content only. But as the adult that you are watching adult content. And mind you, when you're giving the kid the phone, you showing him, maybe you search your Baby Shark and everything. Everything that is going to come up on every swipe is not going to be Baby Shark. Your algorithm is going to sneak into what you always see. So if you are watching something that you would not want your kid to see, imagine your kid says that thing. Like, it's the small things that scars the kid, and then a kid ends up being scarred for life. It is the small things. It is the small things. So if your kid is on TikTok and you are 5, and she's 5, she's 4, she's 3, even 8. Like, I want to go as far as 8-year-old. Like, people say vile things. People post vile things. And if you're okay with your kid exhuming vile content, like, just, it is not, we can't keep blaming these social media publications. We are blaming them, but at the same time we're also blaming the parents. We are sharing the blame. So us as the parents, the brothers, the sisters, we need to do everything. This is just something that touched me, because I remember there was once somebody I had a conversation with. It was because it was during the whole Kim and Kanye fight, when Kanye was fighting that their daughter cannot be on TikTok doing the dentist that she's doing and everything. And the person I was arguing with made me seem so crazy and said, hey, I am overthinking it. Yabona, when you have cases like this where kids are killing themselves, kids are being exploited on social media, predators find their ways to kids, it is this society is messed up. This society is probably the most damaged, the most endangered society we are in the history of all the societies. I know it's a bold claim to make because we have had societies where there was slavery and everything, but this is up there. Like, this is up there with all of them. Because the way we are destroying ourselves and we are destroying our kids without even noticing that we're destroying our kids, it's really not on. It's really not on. It's 9 minutes before 9. You still tune in to the Barbershow on BMH Radio. I just had to get that off my chest, man. I just had to get out off my chest, and I had to make sure that we have this conversation. These conversations need to be had. Whether it's on radio, whether it's in the streets, whether you're with the homies, these conversations need to be had.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm the hottest in the street. Hey, yo, man, we dropping you the hottest hit. Keep on streaming on pmhradio.co.za.
Hey, that was Lil Durk and J. Cole with All My Life. All their life, they've been trying to keep them down. Why do people have this let's drag him down syndrome, man? Like, people have let's drag him down syndrome. It's really not healthy. It is not healthy. I do not know what is wrong with people, but once you start flourishing, and it is your success, you are more than allowed. You are more than allowed to post what you want, to post your success and everything. But no, once they see you, must like, drag him down syndrome. So if you have people like that in your life, obviously, like, you would never know that they have a drag him down syndrome, because, you know, they're your friends. You trying to chill. You just trying to, you don't have any suspicions. You don't have any suspicions. They say, boom, they drag you down. They bring up stories. They say things about you. The world is an effed up place, man. The world is not safe. The world is not safe. The world, it is not a good place to be, not a good place to live. This planet called Earth. Okay, it is 4 minutes before 9. The reason I'm taking a deep sigh and saying okay is because I want to talk about the concept of something being dead. The concept of something being dead. What does it mean? Are we overusing the word something is dead? Because I believe we are. I believe we are. We are overusing the concept that something is dead, because you would hear that hip-hop is dead, radio is dead, everything is dead to you guys. Nothing is living. So the thing of this thing being something being dead comes from, I want to talk about SA hip-hop, because as some of you know, I am a hip-hop head. If it's your first time hearing me, it's your first time tuning in, you don't know me, I am a hip-hop head. I am an advocate for hip-hop, good hip-hop, SA hip-hop, whatever hip-hop. You call it hip-hop, I listen to it. But I have said for 2 years now, because this has been going on for 2 years. I have said for 2 years, listening to people saying hip-hop is dead. SA hip-hop is dead. So I just want to come here and give you a news flash, guys. SA hip-hop is not dead. It is very much living. It is very much in good spirits. If you're not hearing SA hip-hop, it means you're not listening to SA hip-hop. And the people who should be listening to SA hip-hop are listening to SA hip-hop. So this thing, Yoguti, hip-hop is dead. Hip-hop is not dead. It evolved. If you don't like the new hip-hop, then don't listen to it. It is that simple. If you do not like the new hip-hop, don't listen to it. Don't give me all that hip-hop is dead. Hey, naseskachi, Tina, Yamazu Pro, Yamazu. So you're making it sound like it's our fault for not being born in your era of the pros and everything. SA hip-hop, and this thing, Yoguchi, SA hip-hop is dead. if you check out like carefully, it started during the rise of Amapiano. Amapiano is great. It is a great thing. It is a South African export. It should be marketed. It should be promoted. It should be blasted every chance we get. Maria, one of this thing, Yoguti, everything that's good, everything good that comes up gets pinned up against SA hip hop, because before it was Kwaito versus hip hop, house versus hip hop, whatever versus hip hop. Hip hop never went out and looked for these fights. Like, you guys just brought these fights onto hip hop. Hip hop was just relaxing, doing its thing, and it's still doing its thing. The hip hop artists are still doing their thing. Maramanje, for you to say, hey, Amapiano is better than hip hop, we didn't ask you. Shut the F up. We did not ask you. I don't care if Amapiano is better than hip hop. Amapiano is Amapiano, hip hop is hip hop. You're killing the beauty of Amapiano by comparing it against SA hip hop. Now you're causing a divide. You can like two things at the same time, and it is not a crime for people to like two things at the same time. It is not a crime. You can like two things at the same time. Well, you cannot love two people at the same time. That is definitely not on. But you can like two things at the same time. You can like hip hop and Amapiano. You can like hip hop and Amapiano without Amapiano having to fight hip hop. It's like now having kids, and now your kids always have to fight. You pinning them together. No, don't pit your kids together. Just because the other one is adopted and the other one is your biological son, now you favoring your biological son over the adopted one, and you always want them to fight. And obviously when you make them fight, you are going to want your biological kid to win, because he's your flesh and blood. Mara manje, what about the poor kid? Manje ufelo guti aksumtona kwena. He's adopted, or the mother came with her, or the father came with her. Now the mother doesn't want him. So we need to stop this thing. Yoguti, hip hop is dead. Hip hop is not dead. Hip hop is not dead. On my way here, I was listening to Dust by Pretty Ugly. Pretty Ugly dropped a very, very beautiful album last week called Dust. If you have not heard it, go listen to Pretty Ugly, Dust, on all digital streaming platforms. Dust. Beautiful album. Beautiful album from a great MC. Pretty Ugly is a great MC. Whether when it's all said and done, he will go down as the greatest MC in SA hip hop, I do not know. I do not know, because lately he has been on a great run. He's been on a run, like with Dust. He dropped Mud. He dropped Soil. So his last 3 albums have been great albums. Great hip hop rap albums. So he dropped Mud last week, 26th of January, Friday. So go get it on all digital streaming platforms. And my favorite song on the album is the intro. The intro song is fire. The intro song is fire, man. The intro song is fire. The second song, it was Matlera. It was Nchaka with Matlera. That was also fire. Obviously, if you have Matlera on a song, it's gonna be a standout song. So this thing, Yogoti, hip hop is the people who should be listening to hip hop are listening to hip hop. Just because when you rata Amapiano feta hip hop, you don't have to come out here and remind us every day, tell us about how hip hop is dead. Hip hop will never die. Hip hop will never die. R.I.P. Ricky Rick. Those are the immortal words of Ricky Rick. And if you still think hip hop is dead, April, Cotton Fest, or Park Station in Johannesburg, go watch your dead hip hop. Go see the dead hip hop and go see what dead hip hop is doing. That is the one night of the year. Actually, it's been extended into 3 because now they have Cotton Fest, Cape Town and Durban. Mara, that is the one night of the year. It used to be originally the one night of the year where SA hip hop just comes together and shuts down Joburg and everything. So if you still think hip hop is dead, go to Cotton Fest and see the ghost of SA hip hop. Hip hop is dead. Hip hop is dead. Yo, Ricky, what's hip hop is dead? We never die, we multiply. So I just had to get that out there, man. I am a big advocate for SA hip hop. I love SA hip hop. Grew up on SA hip hop. I live SA hip hop. I breathe SA hip hop. I breathe hip hop in general. So hip hop will never die. We just multiply. It's 3 minutes after 9. You still tune in to the Barbershow on VMH Radio. Hey, that was Killer Cow, Mr. Jezik, Rhys Matlesa with Ama Neighbor. Hey man, it's 7 minutes after 9. You still tuned into the Barbershow on PMH Radio. Another soldier that has fallen down, man. Killer Cow, Killer Cow. Rest in peace, Killer Cow. Rest in peace, Mpura. Rest in peace to all the soldiers we lost last year. This year, 2022. Rest in peace to all the soldiers we lost all time. All time. If it's not being murdered, it's mental health problems. That is why I was saying we are a broken society. We are a broken society because the murder rate, the homicide rate, the suicide rate, it is out of this world. It is off the charts. So we cannot be having, suicide rates like this, murder rates like this. Just South Africa it should be one of the most stable, civilized country in Africa. We have all the potential to be great. We do not have any excuse to not be great. But we are not great. We are not great. So South Africa, with all the potential it has, it's heartbreaking to watch. It's heartbreaking to watch because there just comes a point where you think of giving up and all these things. That is probably what happened. I don't know. I've never been suicidal. I don't know what goes on in the mind of a suicidal person. Mare, if ever you had suicidal thoughts, my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, we are all family in this world. As much as we don't share the same blood, we don't share the same surname, Mara, we share a similar trait, all of us. We are all human beings. So we are one. We are one family. Doesn't matter ore omolomo, it doesn't matter ore ozwane, it doesn't matter ore ofanveki, it does not matter who you are. We are all people. And if ever you have had suicidal thoughts, find someone who is going to listen. If nobody is going to listen, I'm going to listen. I am willing to listen. If ever you have suicidal thoughts, 072-313-1401. You can text me during the show. Basically, I'll talk to you after the show. Or just talk to somebody. There are people out there willing to listen. Because as much as I would like to think we are unique, there is no one person or twanang alawan. So there are definitely people like me who are willing to listen. So talk to those people. Please talk to those people. Do not sink into a hole. They say you end up thinking suicide is never the option. Suicide is never an answer. Whether you owe somebody, whether you're in trouble, whether you're tired, suicide is never the answer. We will find a way. We can be able to find a way. So all we are asking from you guys is talk to us. If you ever have suicidal thoughts, if you're not okay, if you're not, you can even send me your number now, 072-313-1401. I will call you after the show. Suicide is never, ever, ever the answer. Suicide is never the answer. Anyway, on a lighter note, it is February. Today is the 3rd day of February. It is the 3rd day of February. And guess what? For all my lovers, it is the month of love. It is February. It is Valentine's month. I don't know if it's officially the month of love. Mara, we have dubbed it the month of love because of, Valentine's Day and all that. Mara, it is the month of love, and hopefully we've all been bitten by the love bug. I have not, but hopefully everybody has been bitten by the love bug, because I have seen love at its finest. And when love works wonders. People are singing in the streets. People are doing everything. People are cleaning. So love is a beautiful thing. So people should have love in their mind. Love on the brain. Rihanna said love on the brain. If you don't have love on the brain, ask his Colin actually. I think we should do this Valentine's Day. I don't know when is Valentine's Day. Let me see. Valentine's Day is during the week. I think it's probably gonna be a Wednesday or Thursday. I'll check. Mara, the weekend after Valentine's Day. I don't know if I should do it after or before Valentine's Day. I wanna host something, man, like just a match together or something. So send me your number, ne? You send me your number and your picture, whether you're a man or a woman. You send me a number, you send me a picture on 0723131401. You send me a picture. Basically, I will compare all the pictures that I have, and then I will pass you to the person I think is right for you. I'm not saying I'm God. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. But trying can never hurt. Trying can never hurt. So since it's Valentine's month and everything, so I want to hear from you guys. Uguti, if you're dating, ne, why are you dating the person you're dating? And let me not, make this one for abantu bajolayo and everything. No, this is open for everyone. Because also now, if you're not dating, you can send through a voice note and tell us, Uguti, 2024, Valentine's month, you are jolly. Ian, wrong. Why are you not dating, man? I'd like to believe that all of us are dating. It's 2024, as we should. Love is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I have seen love at work. I have seen love at work, and it works wonders. It works wonders. And omunye umuntu la athi, wena Tony, who are you dating? Hey, I'm dating my show. I am dating my show. The show needs me. It needs my attention. It needs my loving. It needs my everything. So this show is my everything. I am dating the show. So send us some voice notes. 0723131401. If you're dating, why are you dating the person you're dating? If you're not dating now, tell us, why are you not dating in this beautiful 2024, the month of love? Hey, I'm dubbing 2024 the year of love. I don't care who says what. 2024 is the year of love. 2024 is the year where everybody finds love. Even if you're not looking for love, love is going to find you. So definitely by the end of 2024, everyone should have found love. That's on God. I'm putting it out there. 2024 is the year that everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody finds love. In the words of the great, the legend, Oprah, you get love. You get love. Everybody gets love. It's 9:15. You still tuned into the Barbershow on BMH Radio. Hey, please tell all your lovers and friends that Asha, John, and Luda, they had to do it again. That was Ludacris, Lil Jon, and Asha with Lovers and Friends on this beautiful Lovers Month. Like I said, it is Lovers Month. It is fair. If you do not know Uguti February is Lovers Month and you still don't know or why it's a Lovers Month, you need to find yourself a lover, man. You need to find yourself a lover. It just went 20 minutes after 9. You still tuned into the Barber Show on BMH Radio. Before that beautiful song. I love that song. Man. Asha is the king of R&B. Asha is the king of R&B. I do not care who says what. Asha is the king of R&B. Asha is going to be hosting the Super Bowl next weekend. The Super Bowl is next weekend, I think. For those of y'all who do not know what the Super Bowl is, I feel sorry for you. So the Super Bowl, I'm sure you all know what the Super Bowl is. If you don't know the Super Bowl is, you listening to me, you definitely have data. Please go Google the Super Bowl. Maria, the Super Bowl is that show where Michael Jackson was performing and wasn't even saying anything, but people were collapsing and everything. Yazin. So that is the biggest stage it gets to in America. The Super Bowl in South Africa, I could compare it to, what is the biggest event we have? A sports event. The Super Bowl has no counterpart in South Africa. We're just gonna have to move. Mara Usher's gonna be performing at the Super Bowl, and he's also gonna be performing at his Las Vegas residency. So Usher has a residency in Las Vegas. A residency is just, he has this big land where he has a house. Yeah, because that's where people reside. It's why it's called a residency. Yeah, where the people, like, he just has a residency where he hosts multiple shows for the year. So he can have maybe 10 shows. This year I think they have 110 shows, because he said they're gonna be doing 110 shows before November. So during that stint of February after the Super Bowl, because I believe that is when the residency is gonna start. From February after the Super Bowl up until November, there are gonna be certain timelines where there will be shows where your hottest, your favorites, whoever, your who's and who's of R&B, hip hop, just your who's and who's of music, because it is Usher. Usher knows everybody. Everybody knows Usher. He's the king of R&B. Are gonna be performing. So if there's one show I wanna go to, is one of Usher's shows. One of Usher's shows, actually, because damn. There's actually a show today. For those of you who don't know, there is a show. Maroon 5 is at the FNB Stadium. So if you did not get your tickets, I feel so sorry for you. I am going to see Maroon 5 this weekend. Today at 3, I am going to see Maroon 5. Maroon 5 is coming to South Africa. And I don't know a lot of Maroon show songs. All I know is Girls Like You. So I'm only going there for Girls Like You, honestly. I'm going there to sing that song. I'm going to be singing Girls Like You the whole show. Even when I perform, I don't know, whatever song they have, I will be singing Girls Like You. I will be practicing Girls Like You. It is 23 minutes after 9. You still tuned into the Barbershow, the month of love, February. Send us some voice notes, man. Send us some voice notes and tell us who is... No, don't tell us who's the person you're dating, because I feel like that's pushing it. That is pushing it, actually. Don't tell us the person you're dating. If you're dating somebody, tell us who you're dating. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Let me get this right. Yeah, it's the month of love. I even get confused sometimes. It's all the love in my heart. Like, I love talking about love so much that I just end up losing myself, man. I end up stumbling. I can't even talk. Butterflies in the stomach. So I want to know if you're dating, né? Why are you dating the person you're dating? Do they give you the same feeling I get when I talk about love? Because love gives me that feeling, man. Butterflies in the stomach. I can't eat. I can't sleep without umuntu wami every time. So if you're dating, why are you dating the person you're dating? And if you're not dating, why are you not dating? 2024, the month of love. How can you not date? 2024 is the year of love. I dubbed 2024 the year of love for a reason, because love conquers everything. Love is the best. Love conquers all. Love rules. If it's not love, angifuni. 2024's motto. My motto for 2024 is, if it's not love, angifuni. If you're coming to me and it's not love, angifuni. Angifuni. It needs to be love. We need to choose love. 072-313-1401. That's 072-313-1401. If you're dating, why are you dating the person you're dating? Also, if you're not dating, 2024, the year of love. How can you not date 2024? It is the Barbershow on BMH Radio. Need to be nervous. You know why? Because it is the month of love. That was Flame and Echo with Serenade. Serenade, man. Do you even know how to serenade? Do men still know how to serenade? No, this is a legit question. Do men still know how to serenade? Like, I feel like we have lost our way. Chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. Men no longer know how to serenade women, and they get surprised when the women are sad, when the women are pissed, when the women are mad, because you're not serenading them. These people are women. They're special. A woman is a special creature. A man is an okay creature. Like, it's an aggressive creature. Like, alright. But a woman is a special creature. You need to invoke that emotion within that woman. You need to invoke that, make her feel you, man. Make her love you. Remind her that she is with you because you made her fall in love with you. Because if she forgets that, or you don't remind her that, then what are you doing? What are you doing? It's just when 9:30. We just entered the final 30 minutes of the show. You still tune into the Barbershow on BMH Radio. 2024, year of love. February, month of love. If you're dating, why are you dating the person you're dating? If you're not dating, why are you not dating? Let's hear.
Hi, my name is Khabo, and
Hey, Khabo.
of course I am dating.
Of course.
The reason I'm dating the person I'm with right now is because he's so caring, he's so gentle, and most importantly, he's a God-fearing man, and I love that. I feel
I hope you're
when I
umamele
am
dog.
with him in any case, whether I'm sorry, you're right now. I still feel safe with him in any case.
Amen.
Whatever season
Amen. Amen.
I'm okay, and he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman, and I'm because over brutally honest,
Okay.
I'm a fish, and that's what I like. And the thing I want to something, you can see what I was shame. There's something going on right now. I don't know what it is, but please tell me. Please tell me right now. Yeah, so even if it's hard for him, can be really hard, to be honest. Yeah, what try? And he's a cute. He's a good human being. He's amazing.
Hey, like I said, love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. Let me do this. Hey. Khabo sounds so happy, man. Khabo sounds so happy. She found a God-fearing woman. She found an honest man, a brutally honest man, a man who makes her feel safe. What more can you ask for? Like, come, this is what I'm talking about. Love just invokes something within you that even you don't know you had. And I'm talking about love. Not talking about all that toxic stuff that you guys do and call love. No, we're not doing that shit. Find yourself a God-fearing man. A man who will love you. A man who will be honest with you. A man who will be... Because I am tired. Of every time I switch on my phone, I hear a girl talking about how men are trash. No! How just gave us a perfect example of what happens when you date the perfect man for you. Don't date who you... I was about to say don't date who you love. Mara, date who you love. Mara, at the same time, that person should also love you back. Because if you love him, Mara, he does not love you, then also, you're gonna be one of them. Men are trash. Men. Like, you really wasting your time. Find yourself a man you love and a man that loves you, and I promise you, you will be like Khabo and Otoba, very, very happy on this month of love, on this year of love.
I'm dating because, I don't know, my baby, she's so adorable and she's other than the looks, she's the most caring person.
Okay.
She's the most caring person ever, and she's like a female version of me, so she understands me I'm a weird person, and she understands me she gets me and when you find someone like she's so special, and she's so special to me, so that's why I'm dating, I guess.
That's good.
And I don't know, I'm just in love.
You just in love. Your baby is the most beautiful. Your baby is the most caring. I talked to the women before. Now I'm gonna talk to the men. Find yourself a woman that loves you. Yes, find a woman that you love, but find a woman that loves you. Did you hear what this man just said? His baby is beautiful. His baby is caring. Clearly, his baby cares about him. So find yourself a girl who's going to love you. a girl who's going to give you attention, a girl who's going to fully love you, not love you with limits, not this. Find yourself a person you love. 2024, the year of love, the month of love. Let's play another one.
One thing, I don't want to like state the obvious thing, like, oh, I love my man in. Yes, I do love him, but what makes him so special is that he takes care of my feelings. He makes sure that man, I'm reassured about everything. When he's at work, he tells me the time he knocks off. His schedule, I know what he's doing.
Gone man.
I just love that about him. He makes sure I don't have doubts about myself. I'm confident enough. I'm comfortable around him. He doesn't make me feel any less of a woman. I think that's what makes him special.
This man. It's good to see, man. It's good to see my brothers, upping their love game, making their women actually feel loved. Because when you approach this woman, initially you tell her like, ayo, Lerato, ayo, Zintle, ayo, whoever you approach, you tell them that you love them. And then, maybe 2 months, 3 months into the relationship, you're no longer showing the same love that you were professing to her, that you were confessing to her. So, Yazin, my brothers, I am proud. I am really, really proud because I have not heard stories like this in a minute. Mwayana Arehe, I love my man takes care of me. Everything I hear, men are trash, udoti, umpeto, hey, they don't take care of you, hey, this, that. So it's good to know, Uguti, we still have those men who value taking care of a woman, who value making sure that their women feels loved. She even knows the schedule. I'm sure even when the boy has to take lunch, he clocks says like, baby, I'm eating lunch. Baby, I'm going to the boss's office. Hey, man, that's just jokes, man. That's just jokes. Like, I love love. I love love like this. I love seeing love. I love hearing about love. It's 22 minutes before 10, the final 22 minutes of the show. Still tuned into the Barbershow on BMH Radio. Choose love, love, love. Love will find you. Look for love. You will find love. Mariah Carey, always be my baby. Hey, sent from heaven. That was Keisha Cole with Heavenly Sent. And before that, you had Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. It is 14 minutes before 10. You still tune into the Barbershow on BMH Radio. The month of love, the year of love. I have dubbed 2024 the year of love because we are choosing love this year. Whether ufuna or ungafuni, we are all choosing love. And we are all going to find love. All love is going to find us. One thing is going to happen. 2024 is the year of love. February is the month of love. And if you have not found love by this time, my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, my auntie, my cousin, my uncle, yini khuluma nathi sikusize sisibone ukuthi singasiza kanjani sisiza kuphi like ubulela le rena re ko re ka kena kaya bathong. Everybody deserves to be in love. Everybody should be in love, and that should be the goal for this year. And speaking of love and goals, if there's one thing I love more than love, it's goals. For Bafana. So Bafana are in the quarterfinals of the AFCON 2024. However, it's still called AFCON 2023 for some reason because it was supposed to take place last year, but it was postponed to 2024. Cote d'Ivoire 2023 AFCON Bafana have been scoring goals. First match, they really, they were offbeat and all of that. Second match, they made sure they come through. They whooped Namibia 4-0. Namibia are our neighbors, Marish. We just had to show them who's the big neighbor, who's the big brother. Like sometimes as the brother, as the big neighbor, you need to, give the kids a spanking, a little reminder, Oguti, like, hey, I am still your brother, I am still your elder, I am still him. I am still him. Like, I am still him. So, Bafana are actually in action tonight. The quarterfinals, in the last match of the quarterfinals against Capo Verde at 10 o'clock South African time, which is going to be 8 o'clock Ivorian time. So, Ivory Coast, they use Greenwich Meridian time, GMT, and we use Central African time, CAT. But it affects, from my personal standpoint, these matches, because Bafana have played 3 of their 4 matches have been at 10 at night. So it has affected my concentration level, my focus level on the game, because 10 o'clock is not a good time to watch a game. Like, I get it from their point. They're not playing at 10. So they're playing at the time they should be playing. It's just the time difference. And when the game gets to us here, you're tired. It's 10. You need to go to work tomorrow. You need to go to school. You're just tired at 10. So sometimes you end up not seeing the game as you should. And if there's one thing about sports, nobody wants to watch highlights. Okay, you do want to watch highlights, but nobody wants to watch a replay. A whole 90 minutes of something that you know the results of. Like, it just takes the fun out of something if you already know, Uguti, 3 goals are going to be scored. So already you're watching with an expectation that 3 goals are going to be scored. Sport, that is the reason why it's called sports. Sports is nice when you're watching it with hope, not expectations. When you are watching it, you hope that your team wins. You have hope. Not that you expect something that, but we need to not. Scored in the 35th minute, scored in the 80th minute, so you're expecting goals. Mind you, it becomes boring. So Bafana are playing Capo Verde, who are actually a great team. They went undefeated in the group stages. Capo Verde. They're an island. They are a surprise package of the tournament, because nobody expected them to be this good. Because they're good. They were good. Like, they're really, really good. They came out of a group with Ghana and Egypt, 2 of the biggest superpowers in African football. Like, when you're speaking Ghana, you're speaking a heavyweight. You're speaking World Cup quarterfinal appearance. When you're speaking Egypt, you're speaking another monster now. 9 AFCON titles. I stand to be corrected. But I think they have 9 AFCON titles. You're speaking of another monster now. So the Capo Verde's ability to get out of a group like that, it just shows Uguti they have more than enough to take Bafana down. And now it's going to be up to Bafana Uguti. How are we going to play the game? How are we going to play Capo Verde? Are we going to play them the same way we played Tunisia, when we already knew that we just needed a point to be sure of a qualification? Because we had qualified already, but we needed a point just to be sure, because you never know, Uguti, when results cannot go your way and everything. Are we going to play that? Are we going to play the ultimate underdog, big dog story, where, like we did against Morocco? Are we just going to stand back? Because Capo Verde are aggressive. They are an aggressive ball-playing team. They put the ball on the carpet, they put the ball on the grass, and it moves. And when it moves, they make sure that it moves with a purpose. It moves on its way to the back of your net. So, Bafana, they are in a strange situation. It's not strange, Mara. It's okay. They're in a tricky situation. I think tricky is the word I'm looking for. They're in a tricky situation because like, on paper, you should be favorites. On paper, you should be the favorites to win this game, because you are ranked way higher than Capo Verde in Africa and in the world. And you have a footprint. You have a continental footprint that is more visible than Capo Verde. Capo Verde have barely put their feet on the floor, let alone have a footprint. Bafana have stamped African football from 1996 up until 2002. And then from there, we started seeing a capitulation of the national team. Like, things have just been, downward spiral. You haven't been qualifying. You're playing AFCONs because you are hosting and all of that. You are a former champion of the AFCON. You are Bafana South Africa. You won the AFCON. You went to the World Cup in 2002 in Japan, Korea, Japan. So, unfortunately, reality is Bafana is not the team that they were anymore. And they haven't been the team that they were for a while now. For a minute. So that is it. Bafana are going to be playing Capo Verde tonight at 10 o'clock Central African time or South African time. And in another quarterfinal, Mali is going to be playing Cote d'Ivoire at 7, just 3 hours before Bafana. And Mali were actually in the same group as Bafana. Beat Bafana in the first match of the tournament 2-0. They are playing Cote d'Ivoire, who qualified courtesy of being one of the 4 best third place teams in the tournament. And in the round of 16 match, they looked amazing. They looked like they walloped through their group. I don't know if it's home ground advantage, because there's just something about playing with the crowd behind you. Like if you're the home team are, if the home team are a competing team going into a tournament, and by competing teams, I mean Qatar was the home team, the host nation for the FIFA World Cup. Qatar are not a competing nation, so they cannot be a favorite. England are going to host the Euros this year. England are more than a competing nation, but they fall into the category of a competing nation. They are a competing nation, and they're going to be hosting the Euros. So they are the favorites. So there's something about being a competing team and being the host nation that makes you the favorites. So Cote d'Ivoire are finally playing like favorites. Seems like everything is coming together. Seems like they're playing some good football. They played some good football in their round of 16 fixture against Senegal, who are the number one ranked side in Africa. Cote d'Ivoire beat them. So you see just the belief, the power that the host team has. So Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, I don't see a lot of hope for Cote d'Ivoire on that one. I don't see a lot of hope. And then yesterday, the first 2 quarterfinals, because today it's going to be the final 2 quarterfinals. Yesterday, 2 quarterfinals were played. Nigeria beat Angola, our SADC region neighbors, man. They're finally out. This is sad. Nigeria beat Angola 1-0, and then DR Congo beat Guinea 3-1. And I have a DR Congolese friend who told me that DR Congo is going to win the AFCON. And I told him that DR Congo is not even going to qualify for the last 16. But here they are in the semi-finals. Hopefully we do meet DR Congo in the finals, and we actually do beat DR Congo, because if we cannot, then I do not know what is wrong with Bafana. I do not know what is wrong. Mare, they have courage. One thing they have is courage. Talent, okay, they're most certainly not the most talented team in the tournament, but they have courage, and they're going to need that very same courage to come through tonight against Capo Verde on SuperSport, SABC, wherever you watch your AFCON at 10 p.m. South African time. Woo! It's 9:56, 4 minutes before 10. And unfortunately, I have to get out of here. They're kicking me out. Whoever has a show at 10. Who is it? Who are you? You're kicking me out of my own studio? But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I do not make the rules. I do not have a choice. I have to leave the studio. So thank you for joining me today for another edition of the Barbershow. It's been great. It's been amazing. I am your host, the original Tony G. And I just want to say, 2024 is the month of love. Choose love. 2nd of February 2020, 3rd of February 2024 is the date today. February, the month of love. Choose love. It's 2024. You cannot say you're not dating at 2024. Find love. Love is beautiful. Love is great. Love is love. And I love all of y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Barber Show. See you next week. Same time, same place. Peace.